Hey, welcome back into Thirsty Therapy. Thanks for hanging with us. We know it's been a hot minute. We're dealing with some issues right now. As you can see, John's cool screen is a deep, rich blue, an azul.
It's an abyss.
It's an abyss.
We're missing John.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure it out.
Happen.
How can we fix this?
I don't know, man.
Well, any of you out there have any suggestions? We've tried resetting. We have Wi-Fi. Is there one more thing we could do?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, wait. Something will come to me. Hey!
Oh, hey!
This is better!
Hey! Yeah, why were we doing this the whole time?
Fuck the blue screen. Come on in! Good to see ya! That's right, everybody. We took our COVID tests. We are boosted. We are vaccinated. And we are hanging out. First time in the same building, under the same roof. Sunday.
Sunday.
I guess it's Friday.
New Year's Eve.
There we go, exactly. It's great to see you. This is so cool.
This is so good. Wow, I've never made a drink with you as your actual bar back, but please, like, send me on errands, have me, squeeze some juices. I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. Well, I already squeezed the juices, but we got some
what am I here
stuff.
for?
We gotta do coffee. We're gonna do an Irish coffee, right? So we gotta do. You can do the French press.
Yeah.
Because that's definitely
need that coffee to stay awake till midnight.
Right. So we're gonna have that. We got our bubbles. We'll just build together for the first time. We got enough shakers. Cool. We got enough glasses. Haven't even decided what we're gonna work with.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna be figuring this out live because we've never done this before. This is gonna be fun.
Bear with us, everybody. Can you hear us okay out there? Hopefully, anybody who's decided to join us out there, we're coming through loud and clear. Pre-gaming, pretty light tonight, in fact. Loriander, hello. How are you? Are you at work or are you at home tonight? Happy New Year's Eve. Talk darts. I can't wait to give you a drink. At home, Loriander, thanks for still joining us. That's awesome. Happy New Year, and it's nice to have the night off for you.
Oh my gosh, Loriander might already be in the new year.
Oh yeah, it's true. I don't know how that works.
So many hours ahead, right?
Yeah.
Like
tell
East
us.
Coast US is not quite there, but Loriander might be.
It
is
feels good.
Feels good. Yeah. Maybe we could do this again.
Oh, hell yeah. This could be the thing.
Well, I say that now, but we could be
Who knows?
at each other's throats by the end of it.
My elbow!
Salt
Damn
each
it!
other in the face.
We've, I've been behind many a bar with many a folks before. You and I, we're going to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've yet to get in a fight with any other bartender while I'm behind a bar.
Okay,
So
cool.
I think we're going to make it through. We've already got the preemptive friendship going, so this is it. 3:14. Oh yes. Well, all right. Well, happy New Year,
Happy New
Loriander.
Year, Loriander.
Thanks for joining us. This is awesome. Wow, this is a cool night.
This is good. We did this last year, totally distanced. That was honestly a highlight for me. If I can be a little real here, is that it was in a time, the COVID winter, if you will, where government had shut down businesses, restaurants. There was nowhere to go. They were in fact ordering families not to be together. So the way that we could connect, and we saw some of you chatting from home, that made my night. That was it was the best we could do, best replacement for a normal New Year's Eve party. And look at this, what an upgrade!
I know, a year later, and we're doing this.
So
We've got dual hands cams and all these other
So
things.
good. Oh my gosh, yeah! Looking through the archives of our videos, like how far we've come from the fake wood paneling to the
Yeah, we got real shelves. We got a thick ass bar
Shelves?
going here.
No, I mean so many things. This is great. Great to be with you.
It's great to be with you.
Normally we ask, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing really, really well. I'm pretty excited. Not only that we get to have you over and that we're having New Year's, but we've been hanging out, creating new stuff for Thirsty Therapy. We've got some new logos brought to you by our friend.
What is that you're wearing?
Right? I embossed and blazed in one of my hats with
Hold that
with
up
a
to
patch. Here, this one.
Yeah, here. No, not there.
Oh,
Well,
here.
yeah, we can do there. Do there. Hold on.
Hands cam?
Yeah.
Hands cam. Here, pardon my reach.
Oh, no. Hold
Look there. Now I can keep the hat on. My
Hold on.
who hair doesn't show. That's right. We got some patches going. This is so awesome. Thank goodness. Loriander, if you want to DM us or send us privately your address, we would love to send you and any of our friends who have been showing up with us a patch, a Thirsty Therapy patch. We'll be, one of many. We got this cool new logo from our friend Yoshi. Thank you so much for such a fun, exciting, I'm digging the color scheme.
Sweet,
The purple and yellow, purple and gold fucking rock.
Yeah.
Very
And we'll try the next one without red on the outside.
That's okay.
We like
That's okay.
we like the accent of it. I'm digging it on the hat. I think it stands out.
It's a good hat.
I'm enjoying it. All right. So, welcome in everybody. So glad that you're here. We're going to walk through some cocktails. We have the French press coffee that we're going to be making because we're going to be making an Irish coffee for you. Classic, just really, really simple, delicious.
Yeah, last
Not
year,
too sweet,
yeah,
right?
to keep you up to midnight. Last year we did a Moroccan coffee, which was a take on Spanish coffee, and we set things on fire. And just wanted to, minimize the blast radius this year. Right
Now you have a mustache.
Right, right. I don't want to lose that.
Right. Gone.
Yeah. So, should we get into that?
Yeah, let's start by warming our glasses. We'll chat while you make a little bit of French press, and then then we'll be making an NA cocktail for all of you that are unleaded out there and want to enjoy your holiday fully sober. We tried to make we attempted on a syrup that everybody could replicate in their homes, but it didn't turn out. Our alternative, I'm really happy with. So we'll walk you through that, and then last but not least, we got the air mill for our bubbles.
Yeah, got to have a champagne-based cocktail or sparkling wine-based cocktail. And last year we did French 75, classic. Love that one. You probably had that one. This one's a little more, I wouldn't say rare, but it's very easy to make. It's called air mail. It's rum-based.
Yeah. And I mean, and any of you that have been joining us for any of our streams know that John's passion is rum. And he has helped me explore so many different flavors than I ever even realized were out there, pushing me beyond even my comfort zone. So, and you know how much I love doing that for all of you and him as well. So we're going to do that some more for you with the airmail cocktail, but it's still going to be definitely an approachable bubbles cocktail. So Bree's got John with the French press and some water. I'm going to grab some mugs. We're going to do 4 of these tonight because we got Bree and I and John and Emily all here to party.
Lori, I know that's. I'm getting used to the having the monitor of chat. This is great, by the way, that you have it kind of like dead on. In my home, I'm always like glancing off to the side and not looking at our dear viewers. Billy. Billy, do we have to change our
epithets?
Epithets.
Our epithets. Hey, Loriander, you just didn't know that this is the beginning of a really B-rated porn. So just wait until the delivery guy comes in.
Well, see, we could have done that. We could have done like speedy delivery and could have done the whole like Mr. Rogers like last year. We could have like taken that next level.
I was a delivery man last year.
Yeah, he would have had to do it again. Now this year I'm the delivery man. Yeah, I'm delivering the package.
Save us.
Get ready, everybody! It's New Year's.
Shall I get this? Should we heat the glasses? Get this brewing.
Let's heat the glasses first, so that they can make sure that they don't shatter on us later on when we fill them up with hotness. And we only need to really go about half of a glass, especially because we don't want to run out right now. Yes. But we're gonna let them kind of warm up to the temperature for roughly about 3 to 4 minutes. Cool. How long is that going to take?
4 minutes.
That's perfect. All right.
Now I gotta make more water.
Yep, we got to make a quick round of water. We'll talk about... Thanks, Bree. Let's talk about, while we're making the round of water, do you want to talk about... Well, actually, I really appreciated the third portion that you've already touched on. Talking about like how you appreciated what this gave you for last year and the hope.
Yeah, it's more than just drink. I mean, thirsty therapy is a cute pun, but
right, we're here to bring people together, right?
Yeah. I think that's the reason I connected with you initially. For those who haven't had the pleasure of sitting at Billy's bar when it was possible to do so pre-pandemic, I would say hospitality is your one thing that you do really well and differently than other bartenders, and you're very therapeutic, actually.
Thanks. I'll take that. I'm happy to be that. And I feel like it's just as therapeutic for, if you look at it the right way, it can be just as therapeutic for you on the other side of the bar. Whether you are the guest or the bartender, just remember, like, I feel like now more than ever we realize how much those ancillary connections make a big, important difference in how we feel about ourselves, how we interact with others, how we interact with those just in our regular household. Let's be honest, I fear for the day that I bring my kids back out to a restaurant, because it's been 2 years of burping at the table and walking around with food and stuff like that. And we were really, really, like, I was always very proud of my kids bringing them out to the restaurants, but they have because they got practice from infants on. And now I'm like, holy shit, it's going to take a hot minute. There's going to be a couple embarrassing days.
Readjust.
Yeah, a couple embarrassing meals, I'm sure.
You think servers are going to give them the, well, your kid's raised in a barn, sort of?
Yeah. That kind of thing.
What's the other one? Raised in a barn, raised by wolves.
That is a good one. Loriander, we are doing Prosecco drinks tonight. Also, yes, we end up warming up our glasses for any hot drinks that we're doing. Normally we do this for Spanish coffees more than anything else, because we don't want, when we're lighting the whiskey in the glasses, or when we're lighting the 151 in the glasses, that tends to bring it up to a higher temperature than the actual boiling liquid will ever do it. So it's just a good habit that we end up getting in. It also allows our drink to maintain its heat just a little bit better.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
relative heat for a little bit longer.
Yeah, since we're not lighting anything on fire, maybe we could have skipped this step, but still it would have taken a lot of heat from the first sip of the drink if we just poured the coffee straight into the room temperature glass.
Exactly, and we're using a French press. You got to keep that part in mind as well. We are doing this isn't anything that's insulated. It's already going to start dropping in temperature. Then we're adding cold booze to it, as well as some cold whipped cream and some syrup. So all things leading to let's keep this lasting a little bit longer. Because, yeah, we all know we get through our cocktails fast enough on this show, right? And our mocktails take a little bit longer, but the cocktails seem to go by pretty quickly. So that should be ready. The water's almost heated up back there.
2 kettles.
You make 2 kettles?
We need 2.
Oh, we do need 2 kettles. There we go. Bree's been trying to get us to get a new tea kettle. Here it is. This is the night she's been waiting for.
You know what you do is you get the upgraded as the second kettle because you know you need the capacity, and then the experience on the new one is so good that you're sad anytime you have to use the old, decrepit, last generation kettle. Then you're like, why don't we just have 2 of the new ones?
Sounds like that with our new car. That's exactly how it's
It's
like pulling teeth to anybody who has to drive the old car. And you're like, yeah, I know that the seats aren't as nice, but...
Yeah.
So while that heats up, we're going to tell you about the next cocktail as well. Because this is a really good story. Do you think it's too early to skip ahead? I don't know what to do anymore. I'm very, out of sorts because there's not, any of the normal. I'm looking for you. John, okay, how are your hands? Okay, good? Bree knows best. That's right, Lucif. Thanks for being here, by the way, Lucif. Didn't think you were going to be able to make it.
Oh, yeah, welcome in. We could, tell jokes. No, what do people do on New Year's Eve? Resolutions?
Can I say what I'm pretty thankful for everything that we've been being able to, complete and put out there for everybody and bring all of us together for the last year as well. Not only was it Mr. Rogers take last New Year's just fun and goofy, and it was the first time I've ever even put out a nerdy silly thing on Instagram ever.
Oh yeah, that's one of the few where you're actually in the Instagram.
Which even that feels weird sometimes. I don't know why. But I'm really excited to be able to have, not only are we here together, but just the idea of, we've kind of been thrown for such a loop with coronavirus and the variant and every other thing that we're dealing with, that it's still so important that we have some sort of connection. It's rad that we're able to connect with you, Lucif. Loriander, I can't believe you're halfway around the world and we're able to nerd out with you about the techniques that we're doing.
Where's Lucif?
Lucif's here.
Wait. Who's that? You said someone was halfway around the world?
Loriander.
Oh, Lori. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course. Yes.
Right?
I hope there's snow.
Oh yeah.
That'll be very.
Ooh, shout out for snow.
Yeah.
By the way, hey, we got some.
Did you guys get some? Up more?
Mine was kind of pathetic.
Just sneezed it.
Yeah. Nothing to even cancel trips. You want that. I can't leave the house. Portland is so shut down. Not because it's convenient, just because I want to have the excuse to not go anywhere.
Yeah. And except for maybe just outside of your door. Snow is gone. You got a little.
Thank you.
That's a shame.
Okay, so I am going to get this brewing.
Songs.
I love it. Everybody's here. Lucif, what are you pre-gaming? Are you having any drinks already? Loriander, same question for you.
Coffee.
That smells so good. Ooh, we got our creamer ready. Whip it. Okay. I think we're going to do good. We got our jumps. We had to remember all the things that we haven't, that I haven't had to think about that we both.
Oh yeah, we might be, stumbling over each other for tools and dump buckets, and I don't know how you do things here. This is my first night in the bar. Train me.
We'll work through it together. You're familiar with that jigger, I know.
I love that
Loriander's
jigger.
been making sous vide syrups.
Ooh.
Fresh fruit sous vide syrups, and they're better than normal ones.
I believe that. Sous vide is one of my favorite ways to actually get
Sorry.
my favorite ways to get flavors out. I love doing it with figs, especially because then I can, if you sous vide them, you can save them the actual fruit afterwards. You already got extracted the flavor, and you can dehydrate them out and reuse them. In fact, I was cold smoking them for a cocktail that we had for a while.
Wait, Lucip, did you get a pellet ice maker?
What?
Because
How did that happen?
I want that too.
What kind of scotch? That sounds nice. And I'm curious about what kind of fruits you're using in your syrups, Loriander.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Especially if there's anything more exotic than what we're working with on our side of or on our side of the pond.
Yeah, I think we'll get to the second drink when we get there. That's an exotic one.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, so this is, got 3.5 minutes left. What can we do in the meantime?
Well, let's get started by building right into the glass for these. So you can dump those two, I'll dump these two.
Yeah, put me to work.
Can we get the agenda, Brie? Can that still go up on our
yeah,
screen,
yeah.
or do we have that
That's
anymore?
what brought us down before.
Oh, well, we can skip it.
No, it's fine. I just forgot. That's why I forgot.
Oh.
I'm just making excuses for myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, if it goes down, then
Now we know.
we know why.
Right.
Was it clicking it? Okay, so far so good.
Right, I think it was just a
We made it.
coincidence.
All right, so, you know what? Let's save these for our other one since we're going to need to shake.
Okay.
I think I got a good hack for this one, actually. I think it's going to be fun, too. If I have it right here, which I do. Okay. So, we're going to get our heavy cream. John, I'm going to have you fill this, that container up about halfway, the squeeze bottle about halfway with that heavy cream.
Give me a blender ball.
No, it's funny, I thought about throwing a blender ball in, and we have a small enough one that it would work. But we want this to come out enough so it can actually float over the top, too. So I think that'll, hold on real quick. Before we do,
Powdered sugar. Yes, I learned this trick. Was it on the last New Year's Eve, or no? We did something with whipped cream on top where
yeah, you're right.
you added powdered sugar. Anyway,
It could have been this one, but I've done this always. It's not always necessary, and I don't want to add a ton of sugar to this, but remember with powdered sugar that you're adding sugar and a little bit of cornstarch as well. So that's going to help get a little bit more volume and keep your bubbles in there. So John, go ahead and put your finger over the top of that and just start shaking it back and forth. Now you're going to hear it start changing its consistency. While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and put in the syrup. We're going to do a 1/2 ounce, and this is rich golden syrup.
rich golden syrup. What's that?
Well, it's actually turbinado. Just ends up being golden. So I shouldn't say golden syrup. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, kind of a bad name because golden syrup's like this fantastic stuff from Canada. Right?
It's cane sugar syrup, though, isn't it? Isn't that what makes
is
golden
golden
syrup?
syrup?
I think so.
I can't remember. We should find out. But this is cane sugar, but this is turbinado. So okay, why don't you feel it? Take a look. I feel like I started hearing some chunky.
Should I put like a drop on my finger?
Yeah, try that.
To see if it stands up.
That looks good. Came out really easy as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good.
All right. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do Irish whiskey. Now we have two different kinds of Irish whiskey. We have a single grain, and we have Tullamore Kilbeggan and Tullamore Dew. Both are fantastic. One is a blend, one is a single grain. And I think we're going to mix them up. Do you have any requests, friends, on which one you get?
Wash my hands again.
Well, make one of yours and one, and like.
So we can share?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
That's my only request.
So I'm going to go from the outside to the inside, and we'll have Johnny do the same thing. How's that looking?
It's a lot of coffee.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go 1.5 ounces.
But you want it strong.
Yeah, because we're
Cut to the other
diluting
flavors.
it.
Yeah.
We're diluting it so much. All right, so 1.5 ounces, 1.5 ounces of each one of these. Put your Tullamore on the outside.
That's great.
I got that for you.
What'd you say, Tullamore on the outside?
Yeah. And then you can do Kilbeggan on the inside, and then that way we can share.
Cool. Yeah, I want to try both.
Right?
We haven't done Irish whiskey at all on the stream before. I really don't. That's a spirit I don't know much about.
We should dive more into it too. I know very, very little. Like we were talking about, like some of the green spot, yellow spot, some of the really, really high end ones that we've learned about.
Yeah.
But those are insane. Those are like $70 to $120 per bottle. We don't need any of that, especially for an Irish coffee.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
if
going
we're...
to put that in Irish coffee.
All right, so 4.5 ounces. John, I'm going to give you this. I think it's going to be the easiest for you to pour 4.5 ounces in, right?
Yeah.
Do you see right in between the 4 and the 5 right there?
Okay. I'm a little nervous that this didn't quite have, like maybe it was only 16 ounces, so I'm going to start
4. That's a good idea.
a little under.
It's okay. We'll all be happy with the strength. They'll just be a little bit hot, like lower wash line, but they'll taste great. Sorry, I gotta keep up with the chat. Let's see. Grenadine, fresh pomegranate, get the fuck out. And a bit of hibiscus. That was a great idea with the and rose leaves, cane sugar. I like the hibiscus idea with the pomegranate because you get that citrusy bite and the tannins. That sounds really, really good, Loriander. 12 breast is very good. Here, it's like, how much is it there? It's been like $150 to $200 a bottle here. Ooh, that's a great Christmas gift, exclusive. 65 and 2.5 hours. What did I miss on that one? Oh,
Here.
there we go. Oh, that's a great idea with the leather too. I'm a fiend for not throwing away any of what we have left.
I think we had just thrown them out.
Oh, sweet. That worked out great. Yeah, and we're building, by the way, I started trying to organize the booze a little bit better. Because we're kind of building we go from our bourbon to our whiskeys, which is why I'm hiding our Irish whiskeys in here. Got our scotches up top, but moving to our corn whiskeys, to our mix, to our ryes. Man, having way too much fun with this. All right. Give these all just a quick stir. Oh man, here's our picture perfect one right here.
Which one?
That one. Get that in the prettiest spot.
Yeah, that wash line is great.
All right, so I can hear that it needs just a little bit more.
You're like bumping into things. Are
I
you
know,
like
All right,
on
Shoulder
space?
pads.
let's see
like
here.
A barrier.
And no, we don't need to have too much. This is just going to break through the entire. Actually, here, please have the honors.
Sure, you're twice the bill.
No, here, do that one. You get the honor of the pretty one.
Oh man.
Pinch it right to the side. There you go. Let that do the work for you.
A little more?
Keep going, yeah. We want a nice, about a 1/4 inch thick, a little bit more. That's good.
Okay.
Ooh, that looks pretty. These ones are going to be a little bit tougher. That's why I wanted you to have it better.
A little deeper, yeah.
Yeah. It's harder to get that, not have it sink. That coffee smells so good.
Smells so good.
Great pick-me-up to get everybody through the next little bit.
It's decaf, but
Oh yeah, Team Decaf.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've infected. You can use calf or decaf at home, but we converted you to Team Decaf for tonight.
Yeah. I'll be up regardless, so I'm not worried about that.
We're doing cinnamon.
I think we should.
Yeah.
What do you feel like? Cinnamon all together? Let's see. I have cinnamon for you. Only thing I don't have is my microplane. It's in my roll here. So my favorite is to microplane this on. It's just the easiest and most convenient. So you're going to hold it just over the top, and you're literally just going to give yourself, always hold it to just a small angle, and you're just going to give yourself the amount, I'm going the wrong way. Make sure you're facing it. Give yourself the same amount that it's going over, and I drag it kind of awkwardly, just so it can kind of go over the top without getting stuck. Kind of the difference between when you're sawing something and you get that full push down instead of dragging it lightly over the top back and forth. So instead of trying to push down, just kind of drag it over the top gently, and let the tool do the work for you.
It seems awkward. It looks okay.
It does look okay. So let's pull this one closer, and then I want you to turn your hand in a weird way, like this, and just pull it through.
Okay.
Okay, try that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. It's kind of a weird thing to have me grab you, but you can't ever do this otherwise. Perfect.
I'll get that one.
Way easier. All right.
Pretty.
Sweet. Now we had these like in this order, so we remember that we got Tullamore Dew, Kilbeggan, single grain. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Tullamore Dew for you. That means that one's for Bree. Perfect. All right, and we both have Kilbeggan, and we'll switch back in a minute.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody! Holy shit, this is weird. This is so fun. Cheers.
What? Bring you together.
Do I get in there? I'll go for the reach. We never get to do this otherwise.
Cheers.
Yay!
Now, let's talk about it. Sweetness.
I love it.
Not too sweet,
I
huh?
love. No.
Ooh,
I think this is a good Irish coffee.
It's a great Irish coffee.
Yeah.
This one's
Just enough cinnamon. Sorry.
This one's for you, Mom. I don't know if she's tuned in tonight, but this is her favorite cocktail, and she's always going around different bars trying to find out who has the best one, what's the best recipe. This one does it too sweet. Can I get it with a little less? And we could have omitted the syrup, and you just get a blast of whiskey. But I really like what we did here.
This is balanced. It's not too sweet because
pretty
I
balanced.
hate when you get them because I typically get them like after a meal and dessert's not my jam. Like I would never get dessert with an Irish coffee because I'd be scared. But when they're so sweet and it's like getting you might as well get like a peppermint mocha or you know what I mean. You get it's like that mocha-y like sweetness that like I don't ever want. But this is delicious. It's balanced.
Yeah.
It still tastes like coffee. You're right. It doesn't taste like chocolatey or over syrupiness.
I wonder what my mom would think. She's actually sat at the bar across from you, and spit some game on. I don't think this Irish coffee is much to my liking, Billy.
We kept trying.
We tried. So
Is that right?
Yeah,
That's so funny. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
And
I think by the third one, I was like,
I'm out of ideas.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
I got to make more.
Well, how does this compare to
that.
those ones that you made?
So here's the interesting part. This one, I think, based on conversations with your mom, more than anything else, I think this one has actual coffee and not espresso that we were using. So that's a big part of it. We
that
were
bar
using
you were at was
Italian
using
espresso, right?
Yeah, that definitely changed
Spella's. Yeah, I mean, Spella, I love your coffee. I hope everything's going great for you in your shop, Andrea. But so we had his coffee, so it's specifically supposed to be modeled after his grandmother's roast, her Italian roast. And so that one was much more. And then we added water. We used brown sugar as the syrup there. It was a brown sugar simple. This is just I told you, but this is a rich too. So we have technically more sugar to less water. I think that helps, especially the fact that we're using, yes, please. I think that helps, especially when we're using.
Oh yeah, I want to try the other one.
Yeah, when we're using this coffee too, because we're we don't want it to be any more
try
diluted.
that one because it tastes different. Ooh, fireworks!
Well, look at me, I'm Billy the Bubbly.
Hey-o. Oh, you want to switch back?
When we're on hands, it switched. We didn't change it.
Oh shit! Are we on hands right now?
No,
I love it when movie posters do that, because I think the upper left name, when this says the actors who are in the movie,
Yeah.
The upper left name I think is top billing.
Oh, like on a poster.
On a poster.
Okay.
Because your eye always goes the
Yeah,
other
like the
left.
first, like, oh, you want to know, like, oh, this has
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise. You got to know about it. I mean, they're paying him a lot of money. He's like, well, if I'm going to be in this, I better be prominently featured. But then sometimes the graphic design of the poster flips the characters. Like, they'll have the two characters, and it'll be like, it'll say Tom Cruise, but it'll be Zoe Saldana right underneath that name, and you're like, that's not Tom Cruise.
Boy, he's really expanded his role, hasn't he? Taking the Nutty Professor version of it, and the Medea version of it.
Ooh.
It's so different.
They're
Ooh.
very different. I like that one better. Did you and I have a different one the first time, or
He and I are just both switching now. So he
you're
and I
on
had the
the-
same one,
okay.
and now we're both on
the same one.
Tullamore
I think I like the Tullamore Dew better.
Yeah, I agree. It's a blend. It makes sense to me.
And the
I feel like.
Kilbane, what is a single malt? What do they call it?
It's a
Single grain.
grain. Now, I don't know the
What
difference
did we
because
have
I need
first?
to dive into my education. I don't know the difference between a single
What?
grain and a single malt, other than
Me
the
too.
idea that I would think that they would have to come from the same distillery out of the same year's batch. That's the single malt rules.
wait, did you like this one better?
I think I like the blend better too.
I like
Let
the
me
blend
see.
better. There's something about it just like, I'm in a very... Hold on, let's switch back.
I really like the taste of whiskey though, so
I agree.
I like both.
No.
this one's sharper. I actually like the
finish
sharper
this
better
up.
now that I've gone back.
Enjoy.
Well, see, now I don't know.
But you're right. It's more. They're definitely different. Way more distinctive. The single grains. Okay.
Well, then you can argue
Good
that
though.
whiskey matters. 'Cause, I feel like in which you pick matters. I guess is what I'm saying.
Oh, I think it always matters. We could have
Well,
done
but I think I
Jameson.
would have
We
argued
didn't.
against
We
it.
didn't do Jameson specifically tonight because I know what a sweet profile that has. We talked about it really, really briefly, and I was like, we could do Jameson because it's the most accessible and everybody knows it the best.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we were literally going for a classic, not too sweet. And why would you tip the scales before we even added any of the sweetness to it? I know, it's exciting.
It's
I wonder
exciting with fireworks.
how many fireworks we're going to have tonight.
There's a lot of fireworks right now.
That's Tate.
No, it's not.
Is he playing Dance Dance Revolution?
I know it must be.
It's
What is
not.
he doing?
Tate.
Track and field? And
Bree,
track
that
and field?
tap, tap, tap isn't Tate?
I don't think so. It sounds like it's from outside. Anyways. Because now it's not.
That's Tate. By the way, I have to tell you, this has nothing to do with any of this, but it's just a hilarious thing that I think you'd appreciate. Tate found out yesterday because he is a fantastic artist. He does gaming, he does creative graphic design, and he does cartoons, digital cartoons and things like that, and music. So he's switching back and forth from
Love
the
it.
desk, but just chilling kind of in that spot. And then he just found out because he wants to be more active with that, but he's so into it. He just found out that there are treadmills that can kind of slide under your desk.
Yeah,
A chest
for feet.
A tread desk.
A tread is that what it is?
Yeah.
And he's
I love
just
it.
all about. He's like, all right, I'm gonna start saving now because that needs that I can do it, and then it feels like you won't ever yell at me for having to get more exercise, and I just get to keep doing what I want. I was like, I'm with it. But I didn't know that they existed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew they existed. I try to justify them for work for a hot minute.
I had one at an office once. It was okay for very rote tasks like answering emails, but for anything like, I really need to think about this, not good.
Yeah.
So is
I
it the
heard
whole
that too.
desk that was it was a treadmill and then it had a desk? built into it?
Imagine it was a really large treadmill actually. It was something that you see at 24-hour Fitness 20 years ago. Very very large, bulky,
shit.
and then you just have a table like this that was long enough to stand over it and at the right height.
Oh, okay. This was described to me
Wasn't very
as
sophisticated. I'm sure there's more
small
sophisticated.
to go under a regular desk.
Oh.
And almost
what it-
you
that's
sit, but you just pretend to walk as if you were. In my mind, I almost
Oh wait, you
told them,
sit though?
Yeah.
it's a sit treadmill.
It's a sit treadmill.
Oh, mine was full standing.
And that's why I'm like, or let's get you a pedal then, and maybe you could power the house while you were
Well, that's what
You
I'm
know,
thinking. Let's get him a bike to sit up there.
or recumbent.
Do it on his
and-
bike.
yeah, that'll be perfect.
exactly. We'll create energy. Yeah, that was not our kids. Look it up. Like, they're real fireworks. Other people in our neighborhood are confirming that they were fireworks.
They're playing songs and chatting. Oh, right. That was that tap. I know it wasn't them doing the fireworks. The tapping that John and I were just referring to.
Oh, that
maybe
was
maybe
that.
you didn't hear it. That was Tate
Gotcha.
up there. There's
With his tread desk.
without his tread desk. I think he was just doing it. He was just having it.
If they're listening to music, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's like tapping a beat up there. Anyways.
You created a graphic for tonight's show, right?
Yeah, I'll share it on Instagram later. I think I can create. Well, I
Okay.
can try and get it up here.
Okay.
I'll-
If it's on that computer, it should be
It's
easy
not,
to
but I
just,
can
like,
try and get it on there.
share an image on OBS.
Yeah, he tried to get it. He worked his butt off to try and get it ready. I tried to get him to like go take a walk with me today, and he was like, "Nope, I'm almost finished trying to get this cartoon, this animation ready for our ball drop on."
And so my understanding is holiday themed.
It's New Year's
New Year's
Eve
themed. Okay.
from Thirsty Therapy. Like who knew
Oh my gosh!
a
I can't
year
wait.
ago that, you know what I mean? Here I am, like the owner of a company, small company now, and the family's getting into it, and we're all kind of like.
I love it.
Right? Like, that's some cool ass shit. It's been a good year. It's been a fucking weird shit year, but it's also been a good year, and it's all about how you look at it, right? Enjoy the lipstick on that pig.
I feel like, lipstick aside, I feel like I grew a lot. I have a lot to be proud of this year. It was yeah. Globally, I would not wish it upon the world this particular year, these last couple of years, but
transformative.
Transformative. I took some opportunities. Yeah.
That made you stronger.
Yeah.
I will say that I've never thought it was a fulfilling life to have one without problems.
That's right.
You know, like, because we wouldn't ever push ourselves to be
That's right.
any more than we are if we could just hang. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm always appreciative. How many times have I been like, I hated the shit I went through when I was younger, but damn it if it didn't prepare me for things that I know adults that end up in the fetal position, rocking in a corner, and I'm like, come on, you'll be all right. Let's do this. I love that, you know, and you would never know it if you hadn't actually had to live through some stuff.
Word.
I heard a quote. I want to say, maybe this is a paraphrase of Brene Brown. Been making the rounds on podcasts the last couple years. What's that? What?
I got some Brene
Yeah,
Brown.
okay, yeah, we got some fans here. I believe it was her. The point of life is not to be happy. The point of life is not to feel happy. The point of life is to feel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
True.
exactly. You can't feel happy all the time, and even as cheerful as I try and be, I'm sad a lot.
And honestly,
but like I'm just
that
trying to put my
creates
best
so
foot
much
forward.
shame because then you feel something's wrong with you if you're not happy all the time. Like
Yeah.
then it's like, and then you're just like going down the hole, man. Then you're
You ever had somebody like full of toxic positivity, ask you point blank, "Are you happy?" You're like, "Well, I wasn't thinking about it, but now that you ask that, my instinct is no. And if I'm not happy, there's only one other thing I can be, right?"
Nope. Lots of other things.
The truth is, there's lots of other
Yeah.
things, but my mind goes there like, well, no, I wouldn't have said happy. So what's the opposite of happy? Oh no.
Oh, was that Glennon Doyle? Not. So she's another. So it could
Oh,
be either.
Glennon Doyle.
Same.
Thank you, Tart Tarts. Another one.
From far off there.
A lot of making
My pod squad stepping up.
Glenn Doyle's making the rounds on my podcast as well.
Do you listen to her podcast?
I don't listen to her podcast, but
Oh.
she shows up on other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm just. I was with the Brene Brown. I don't know that I know.
You do.
Oh, okay.
Listen to it.
Okay.
You're not a fan of her voice, but you like her.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, the one whose voice I hate.
Yeah. No, the one who I really like.
What
but
you
there's
say? But there's something about her voice.
something
you can't get past.
about something about growing up in Scottsdale that I was
The thing
just
is
like.
that she makes fun of her own voice because she's gotten that a lot, like throughout her life. Is that her voice is like,
Poor thing. I know that's not.
People all my
I'm a
life told me
monster.
I'd never be a podcaster.
yeah.
Boy, were they wrong. And look at me now. What do you think? She throws her hat up in the air and spins when she says that?
Maybe I don't know.
We're gonna make it. Sorry, That's really, really old lady. I watched a lot of reruns.
Speaking of Betty White, let's just say.
I know.
Cheers to Betty White. Next drink's for her.
All right, this next one's for Betty White.
No way. Betty wouldn't have had a non-alcoholic drink.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
no,
save
she
the,
made
let's
it
save the
to-
third drink for her.
Okay.
Next drink's for the kids,
Next drink's for the kids, or for anybody who wants it.
or anybody who wants a non-alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, something more than just your average beer, or something more than just your. Thank you, my love. Then your plain old soda and bitters, or your plain old Martinellis. But we are going to use Martinellis. We had such a good time with that last year. John, do you want to walk everybody through the intro of this?
Yeah. So last year we made a Martinelli's based drink, cocktail, I believe, maybe with what was it? Lemon juice and hibiscus.
It was hibiscus syrup. Yeah.
Yeah. So just kind of a nice riff on just plain Martinelli's sparkling apple cider, non-alcoholic. And I had so much left over. I thought you had your kids make it. Oh, by the way, if that's in the archives, you got to go check that out. It's so cute.
That was fun.
They were very helpful and it was very fun. But then I've got this. I use 4 ounces of it, and now what do I do with the rest? It's very sweet.
20 ounces left.
Yeah. What is gonna cut the sweetness on that? And I thought absinthe. Kind of the opposite of light and sweet is maybe that'll cut the sweetness of this. So I just threw together some absinthe and a little bit of lemon juice, I think, and it was all right. I was like, okay, this is heading in the right direction. It wasn't a proper cocktail, but just something to use up the rest of my Martinellis on my own. And I said that to you, and you said, "Oh, well, we could make a licorice syrup.
Yeah,
we could keep this non-alcoholic."
I thought it was kind of a fun idea and a good riff for John to actually just give something a try. And I was like, wait, you actually had some. He was like, it really tasted good. So I was like, let's try it. And we thought we were going to be able to do something just as simple as our red vines here. Black licorice red vines. In fact, that was going to be, I thought, shit, this is going to be the most accessible syrup that we've ever had on the show.
Anybody can get those.
Anybody can get this and turn it into a syrup. So none of my special flavor combinations. Wouldn't you know, there was a freaking big pot of hot brown liquid left at the by the end.
It was the weirdest tasting.
Yeah, the whole house smelled like licorice.
You're like, good, this is promising.
Yeah, oh my god, Bree was like, it smells so good, that's going to be so strong. And I'm like, I know, I'm going to have to add more water. I didn't do anything, just waited. And then, it just tasted like brown water. I just walked through Forest Park and was like, yeah, puddle's not that bad. And that's exactly how it felt, though. It was weird as shit.
Dirty. It just tasted, yeah.
And you said you had an exhale of licorice on it that I couldn't pick up on. But I had to go back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board. Sorry, red vines.
Right? Sorry, red vines, licorice. You do what you're supposed to do. You're the sugar, what is it? Sugar flour, water, and flavoring fantasticness when I'm watching a movie. But shit for making a syrup with. So ended up putting together. So I went with John's idea more than anything. We were going to do the licorice idea, but that really is a lot of flavors that could encompass behind that. And I realized that the biggest thing that got us here was absinthe. So I started kind of combining those two flavors with some of the botanicals that I know go in there. So we have a little bit of licorice root. We have a little bit of gentian root. We have a little bit of wormwood herb as well to kind of give us those. So we're going almost absinthe.
We're calling it absinthe syrup.
Right.
As non-alcoholic, it just has all these things that are kind of going to absinthe.
Yeah, exactly. Absinthe has 20 to 30 different botanicals that go into it to kind of give it the complexity of flavor. It's funny you said, as soon as I heard you say it though, I will say, I was like, I feel like absinthe is sweet. But it was still a really good, it's so pungent that it was a really good call for getting able to get this in here. So even when we were making this syrup, we very pungent again, but kind of added enough syrup. We had a little bit of panela. I made sure to add some sea salt to it. Licorice root. We have star anise, fennel, and I'm thinking of anything else weird. A little bit of green cardamom as well. What are we looking at? Denmark, Dutch, Finland. Well, and by the way, Loriander, we've actually had a conversation, I believe, we got to check that out in one of our archives, about licorice and something about saltiness, and I literally was like, salted licorice, I got to make sure, it totally is, that I'm adding enough, salted, that I'm adding enough, like a little bit of saltiness to make this savory, to really make the flavor.
Yeah.
But we got it there.
Yeah, I tried the syrup on its own. It's great. It's what I picture the red vines like somehow magically being. It's better than that because it has all these other things I like too, like gentian.
A little bit of cinnamon.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
But then one more thing to send the message home. I used Panela sugar, which is going to be really, really unrefined sugar. Brown sugar plus. Brie, I'm going to put on the hands cam real quick. And then you probably can't tell from here, everybody, but again, I wanted to really send that picture home. So there is one capsule of activated charcoal, as well as a quarter capsule of a little bit of luster dust, silver luster dust, because it's a bubbly drink on New Year's, and it ended up with the picture we posted almost ended up looking gold with our fancy straws in it, our fancy.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Red Vines, we're still using black licorice for our straws this time.
Oh yeah, red vines, we got you.
Right? Don't worry, we're still going to use you. Alright, so
Let's make this.
let's get started.
Are we making for the kids as well? Are we getting them in on this? Or are they good?
They're good.
All right.
They're busy. I was going to make it with them too, but then you know what? It was already so exciting having all of us here, and obviously Lila's not getting out of the way. Lila, will you move out of the way, my big friend? Move over. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. She likes to be right on the set. She's excited too that John's here, so she's like, hey, I'm going to stay right on your feet. Is that cool? All right, in the meantime, I also got some orange juice. So I'm thinking we're gonna shake this drink up. So let's get our shakers going. And I'm thinking we could do these in. We're gonna do bubbles straight up for this one, or do you want to put them in a highball glass with a cube? Because I think either way they're gonna look cool and be delicious. Ooh. And I have spears. I have highball spears. So you want to do that? Spears. Okay, let's do that because the other one's like 100% bubbly, so we'll keep that in a upright form. Okay. All right. Well, then in the meantime, we're going to want to go ahead and start with our least expensive, as always, least expensive ingredient, which is going to be our orange juice tonight. And we're going to do 1.25 ounces of that.
No disrespect, orange juice.
No disrespect, orange juice. You just cost the least amount this week.
I love you though. This week.
Yeah. It always changes.
All right,
and you were going to double up, right?
Yeah. I'm making 2. You're making 2.
Yep.
Cool.
And I am going to grab our glassware.
I love this. Sugar has that 1 1/4 line. So convenient.
Right. Thanks for steering me towards it. All our Christmas goodies here. Okay, so you got 2, I got 2. 1.25, so I'm going to go 2.5. Ooh, it's going to be close. Right to it. I didn't quite hit my meniscus. I know. Lusa.
You all took a shot, right?
I forgive you. Or forgive me. Not I forgive you. Please forgive me.
Didn't quite hit the meniscus, it still hit the meniscus. So
right.
If you're playing the drinking game at home, everybody take a drink.
Drink up. Ooh, licorice ice cream.
Oh, and then make it into a milkshake. That could be good.
That could be good. I want to taste licorice ice cream more than I want to taste it first. Loriander, when are you going to come to the States? I want to let you taste some of this. I'm pretty happy with how well that turned out.
Oh, this syrup's great.
We're doing 2 ounces, or 1 ounce per each drink of our sparkly funness.
Absinthetic.
Absinthetic. That was the greatest name.
Props to Targ Tarts for the name.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. and your creativity. I couldn't find my oh, you know what? I can't find my ice scoop because it's right here.
By the way, there's a yoga ball, so there's exercise happening up there now.
That's what it is. I gave him the yoga ball. That's right. Here, after you, sir, go ahead and grab yourself. We have everything we need so far. We're just going to chill these down, pour them into each glass evenly, and then we're going to add about 4 ounces, maybe 5 ounces of Martinelli's sparkling apple cider. You could use the blush if you wanted. That's only going to be adding another layer of flavor with the raspberry, but it could be a little bit too much.
You need a licorice guide.
You're going to be that for me, Loriander. I'm coming to Copenhagen.
Offering? Is that an offering?
I never expected to have this discussion on New Year's Eve. I like it.
Licorice?
Yeah, like a whole like. What did you do for New Year's Eve? Oh, we talked endlessly about licorice.
Oh, right. Yeah, it is awesome.
This is great.
We talked to people all over about a variety of
So I
licorice
found
flavors.
licorice guide, and I will. I love it.
Okay.
Hey, now that I'm standing side by side, I noticed that we've used different amounts of ice. I used ice just barely to cover the liquid. You almost filled the tin up.
I did, because I'm going to do 2 of them. So here, let me give you a little bit of mine, because you can use a little bit extra. And one thing that I feel like for consistency-wise, it's easier to, I always, and by practice, because of years of teaching other people and myself, go with the smaller size of the tin when I'm building.
Oh,
because
sure.
then I also can help me eyeball that same consistency a little bit better, right? And the other difference is you have to remember, which is why I'm going to give you 2 more, is that you actually have a barfly. I have a Carico shaker here, and you have a barfly shaker, which actually is just a smidge smaller on both the top and bottom. Remember, everybody, that when we're doing these, though, regardless of whether you're going, oh, look, I was wrong. You're Carico, I'm barfly. Regardless of how you're doing it, you're going to place your shaker top right over, and then make sure you give it a nice flat palm smackdown to get it there. You can close your hand if you need to, but flat palm actually makes sure that you're going to get it all the way around and you're not just hitting one edge and getting it to spray in your face when you turn it around. Remember that if your tin elongates a little bit, that's still perfect. That's exactly what you want, because then you know it's sealed. Feel good?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Since we have 2 glasses, we would normally shake longer. This mocktail doesn't need a lot of extra shaking, so we're going to stop now. And make sure you get a good smack on the side to crack your seal. As you're shaking it, you're only dropping the temperature inside your shaker, so it's just tightening it down. And then I'm only holding my my top tin this way so that all the extra can fall right into my can or my bottom tin. Would you like a strainer? Now, I've already pre-strained the orange juice. Normally when we do orange juice or any other juice, we would do a double strain. But I don't think it's as necessary for this one. We're just going to because some of the foam's not bad either. It's going to be a little bit of fun.
Okay.
So let's just take our glasses, and we're going to go evenly on both sides. Now, the reason we're doing this now, before we put any of our ice spears in, is because we can actually get a better idea of volume. We know that all of our glassware is going to be the same size, but ice is a little different from here and there. Does it use champagne for the children? Does it help them sleep better? They argue a lot less, I understand. And you're lucky enough to be in Europe, so you could probably get away with it.
Non-alcoholic.
Oh.
For children's champagne.
A sparkling non-alcoholic tea.
I read that wrong.
Tea. Yeah, I was like, no.
Champagne's for the children.
Yeah.
I think is the conclusion here.
That's what I thought. That's okay, so I did get that right.
Yeah, but it's not alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm going to we'll dump these in last pretty nicely to give them a quick mix for us. While we finish this up, let's get our spears going.
Oh my
Caught the other
goodness.
Mazel tov.
Wowzers.
Thank you. R2, he and I were pre-drinking earlier, and he can't handle his oil, so He also can't handle the sign. All right.
Spears.
Spear ya. So see, even how our spears are, they're all a little different. So I'm glad that we actually got our measurement out. One more for you. And we still have our little measuring cup.
Oh yes, we don't have to use the jigger too many times.
Yeah.
Although,
Or we could just do the jigger.
although the jigger's not bad in
Yeah,
this
let's
case.
do that.
It's not like we're pouring boiling liquid into it.
Right. Let's just do the jigger then. We have our jiggers. And we know that it's at least 4 ounces. I think 5 are going to probably make these look spot on.
This could have gone on our highball night, huh? Is it a highball?
Right. It actually kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe 5. Here. Oh, wait. Sorry, 4 each, right?
Mm-hmm. And I have a whole nother Martinelli's. So we should have more than enough.
It's great. Love that foam.
Kind of fun, right? Well, part of that foam, I'll give you the next
Want me to get
step.
you for yours? You got it?
Well, actually, if you want, start getting some peels off of here for us. That'll
Okay.
be even better.
Okay.
Let me grab you a peeler. 'Cause we're going to need, you brought up the best point, and I think we should do another ounce in each one of these. But we're going to do, thank you so much. We're going to do lemon peel over the top. Even though lemon's not going to go inside of this. We're going to do the licorice straws. Lemon peel is just going right over the top to get the aromatics, kind of trickle our olfactory, and complement the rest of those flavors that we have in there. Don't forget to hit that meniscus.
Shots.
I know, right? Why don't we do that?
You
Oh,
say
wait.
it. All of a sudden, Billy just like, hit the meniscus.
Meniscus. This guy doesn't shut the fuck up about meniscuses.
You mean, I thought you were asking why don't we take shots?
That's what I was actually saying. I think
yeah,
Drew
well-
was saying that I would say meniscus way too much.
I think we've
Then
had...
everybody would be like, why is he talking
I
that?
think we've had some bad times having too many shots on the stream.
Right? Not. Oh my god, got us there. Not shots, more just Navy strength, I feel like, right?
Oh my gosh. No.
That was Bree's favorite night. How about all of you out there? Did you like Navy strength gin night the best?
Do you have a knife?
I do have a knife. Here you are.
Okay. Well, we'll express. We're expressing the peels.
Absolutely.
I'll express them and then I'll trim them up. So,
Yeah, and in fact, let's do that. I wonder how to do this side. And you can see, it's the best way to see whether or not your expression is working is to actually see it hit the top of the foam, any sort of foam that you have on top of any of your cocktails. Otherwise, I was doing this with my daughter today. It's even if your face is right here, sometimes it's really hard to get the right lighting to be able to see all those oils shoot right out. But boy, can you see the effect on the top of foam. Tastes like jasmine, white tea, and Darjeeling. Where? That sounds amazing.
for the children.
For the children. Well, it's got all my, some of my favorite flavors of jasmine, Darjeeling, and white tea in there. I'm a fan of jasmine and oolong mixing together, and it's weird because you have a really, really bright one and this really rich toasted flavor. For some reason, kind of nerd out on that. Ooh, while you do that, I'm going to bite the ends off of... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to bite the ends. I'm going to pull out our red vines because, hey, you know what? If we're having something black licorice-y, let's use red vine straws. Black licorice, red vine.
I think that's the move.
Sweet. Consensus.
Okay, yeah, biting those off with a knife. Got it.
Biting them off with a knife. Just to save everybody. 2 for you. Might as well use them to get one little agitation in before we plant our...
Oh, okay.
Get one little stir in before we plant our lemon. I don't know how to do our lemon.
It's a big glass. I guess kind of just drop it in. I mean, is there any way to rest it on top? so that's still visible.
Yeah, actually, there is a way to rest it on top. I was playing with this earlier. It's kind of a fun thing. Can we switch it? Oh, we're already on hand scan. Okay, so if everybody can see here, all I'm going to do is take my regular peel. It doesn't matter what kind of peel you have or how trimmed it is, but you're going to make a little V longer than it is wide, right in the middle, and bring them together and pull that little part apart. So you can see here, I've cut just a teeny tiny, we've talked about this on this stream before. Everybody see that okay? Johnny, think that comes through?
Yeah,
Here's the back.
V without cutting it all the way through.
Right, not going all the way to the top. I just kind of took it right about there. But then that way we could still get that smell with every drink. We'll tuck it over here away from our face. What do you think? That'll work, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm thirsty. That'll definitely work.
Nice. All right, give it a shot. Let's see if you can get it.
Okay.
Try turning it over first and doing it, because that'll give you the most amount of strength. And one tip that I will have too is that when I try and do this, I try and angle my knife just a little bit this way, so that I have more of the stronger side of the peel, the leathery side of the peel, and less of the pith, because the pith is almost brittle and kind of breaks away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost that fake leather, right? So you know that the faux leather, if the bottom of it's only like felt and cotton, it can tear away, but the more of the top actual, we call it the shiny part, for lack of a better term. The other part that I like about doing it at that weird angle too is that it is very forgiving for me getting to where I need to go. Cute. Line them up.
Alright.
So this is a full complex NA cocktail.
The Absinthetic.
Absinthetic. Fucking great name.
Let's try
great
it.
name.
Let's try it. Here you go, Brie.
All right. I'm gonna stay away from that straw, but other than that,
I'm going for the straw. Don't be scared.
I'm going for the straw.
all right. That's really good.
That-
I'm
And I don't like
happy with
black licorice, so like I like, but it tastes very absinthe.
This is, yeah. This is kind of making the Martinellis go in a direction like, ooh, this could be a nice cocktail. Like,
Yeah.
it's not alcoholic, but if it were, like, this is the direction I want to take it in. Less from the,
Oh wait, we didn't
Sweetness. There's some oomph
Yeah.
to it.
yeah, very herbal.
All right.
More.
Cheers, by the way.
Cheers. Holy shit.
Cheers.
Yeah. There's more star anise than pretty much star anise and licorice root than anything else in this syrup, but there's still a little bit of cinnamon, still a little bit of a few other things that I'm digging the flavor profile.
Did you know about an NA bar that's opening, Billy?
No, I haven't heard about an NA bar that's opening in Portland this year. Next year. Wink, wink.
I hope it opens like today.
Yeah.
This year. We really want to open this year.
Yeah, tell us more. No, but no, I had no idea. That's a cool thing. I think that they could do good stuff.
Yeah, I'd
I
be
hope they have good
curious.
food. Yeah, but I think if you make enough like cool things and people have enough of a good experience. Not to mention, depending on some of the things that we use, I mean, there's enough bittering agents in something like this that even though there's no alcohol, you could still feel like. Well, I guess maybe
I don't
not
know if
with
you'd
this.
feel,
But like, let's say I use cinchona bark for enough cinchona bark in here. You definitely actually like feel that the way.
Like a flush, you mean?
Yeah, like the way it affects you could be like. It isn't gonna mimic
Sucker Punch is a
drinking,
cool
but
name.
kind of like. That's a really cool
Sucker
name.
Punch. The 0 proof cocktail.
That's a really cool model or idea, I think.
Curious to see how it works.
Yeah. I wonder if they're using their own stuff or if they're like, I hope they're not going exclusively off of like seed lip or
Right.
Yeah, which would be expensive.
so expensive.
So expensive.
How would you survive? I don't know. But then again, there's things like Zero. I got that fantastic zero proof cocktail book, made by the same folks that did the great graphic design for the aviary.
Oh,
It's incredible.
okay.
And I kind of want to dive more into that. So even when I've been working on some of these NA, because I appreciate NA as well, so obviously. So even when I've been working on a lot of these, I've tried to use that as a reference, along with my flavor Bible and all the rest.
This
of
definitely tastes like absinthe, though.
I love it. Thank you. I'm so glad.
Because I don't like licorice. Like, so it doesn't just taste like black licorice, and it reminds me of.
Well, John, I wouldn't have even thought of trying to combine those flavors, so I love that you tried it. And like,
I think this is fun. Yeah.
Does it have wormwood in it?
yeah, it does have wormwood in it. 3.25 grams of wormwood in it. But we're talking 20 plus grams of licorice root, 20 plus grams of star anise. So there's,
Yeah.
Cinnamon's very light.
So here's a question: if you don't have the syrup at home, what do you do?
Fuck. Well, we thought you could throw some fucking red vines into a pot and boil it
Okay,
and
that
make it
didn't
right
work.
with us.
You could. Well.
What if alcohol was okay? Could you approximate this with actual absinthe?
Oh yeah,
I
you
think
could
you just sub.
you could approximate this with actual absinthe. If you did, I'd cut it down by
Like half
I'd
an
say
ounce of absinthe?
3/4 to a half an ounce of absinthe.
There's got to be something else to make up the volume, or
You still need the orange juice for sure.
well, yeah.
And I would say, I don't know that you need something else. You may need a little bit of syrup
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably need
to
syrup.
make
Did you
up
see
for
the
it. Just a little bit of sweetness.
Cucumber and honey goes good with licorice.
No.
I could taste. I could
syrup.
get the cucumber.
We got honey syrup.
What the
Cucumber.
fuck did I make with
You
cucumber?
could do like a
for?
honey syrup.
Trying to like, did I have a cucumber?
absinthe. And
Yeah.
That sounds good. We're using honey syrup in the next drink.
We don't have cucumber, do we? No.
We might. I don't know if we do or not. Oh no, I cut it up. Sorry, I used it for the Szechuan cold Szechuan noodle salad that we made the other day.
Is that a cocktail?
Loriander, call me and I'll hook you up.
Szechuan noodle salad.
No, I like doing food too.
What?
I make.
What
I like,
is
I like
food?
making food flavors
What
as
is food?
well.
I don't understand this
What's
word, food.
Brought to you by Eam tonight, right? What a treat! Thanks for bringing that over.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So fucking excited for that.
Yeah.
It's been since our last stream that we did with Eam that we've had it.
Yeah, like 9 months or something.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
They're
Yeah.
great. They're doing really good.
Cooking and cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Hey, if all works out right, I eventually want to have a space that we can do cooking classes and cocktail classes, and we'll have like real chefs
Like a real place too.
in a real place
Yeah.
for people to come
Lauren
in.
has got a good point. If you don't have absinthe, Sambuca will work.
And a much more approachable, really less complex, just slightly less complex. That's a great call, Loriander. Man, I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
Yeah,
Nice having you.
yeah. If that's one of the questions or types of questions that we wish we got from viewers is, I got this dusty bottle at the back of the bar. My friend went to Italy and brought me back Sambuca. The hell do I do with this? And we're like, well, Martinelli's. Bam.
Little orange juice,
Little
lemon,
orange juice, yeah.
Off you go.
Sambuca. Oh, that's a great use for it.
That is a really good use for it. I like that, and thank you for putting that on the radar because I haven't thought of Sambuca since I was working at. We used to keep it in the freezer, the beer fridges at Bamboo, or no, not at Bamboo, at Dos Gringos, and used to pour
Why?
it. People would request
Want
it
it?
sometimes.
People requested it at
yeah,
Dos Gringos?
just a
At Dos
shot. Of
Gringos?
it. We had
Like
weird.
like Jaeger.
Yeah.
It's kind of got that reputation.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Except it was cold, and people
Yeah.
certain times of the year, people really they were ready to go for it. Odd, right? But good call. Really good call. Lucif, do you have Sambuca then, too? Maybe be part of the Sambuca party? I won't lie, I never expected the apple to be as good with the licorice, and it really...
Sorry, apple.
Yeah, the sparkling apple cider.
Oh yeah,
That's in here. Like it really does all fit together really, really well. Tasty little punch we got here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too sad to serve that. I mean, I was a little worried about the color, but we added some prettiness to it, and I feel like it's a little more goldy now than anything else. At first I was like, is that brown water? Who the fuck wants to drink a brown water drink?
Right. Actually, I think also the way you made it looks really cool here. I don't know how it shows up on camera. I think it's a novel drink. I don't see many cocktails that look like that.
We don't have any, do we? No.
That's true. What?
We just say that, Sambuca.
No, we don't have any Sambuca. Yeah.
By the way, I think it's kind of funny. Just a second ago, you said that, it goes with the apple. I'm like, apple? We're not drinking apple.
It doesn't taste like...
We're drinking Martinelli's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? I think of the brand. Isn't that funny that their branding is working really well? I think of we're drinking Martinelli's.
Not apple juice.
Yeah. Or apple cider, or just
it's Martinelli's.
It's Martinelli's. It's like this is purple, or it's like
it's so different. Yeah, you're right. Like this is the standard of right, or it's its own thing altogether.
Martinelli's is kind of its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I thought that when I was a kid too. It was hands down. I thought it was just the shape of the bottle. Well, where did my grandpa take me when I was little? It was a Miracle Mile. It was a New York delicatessen.
Like style. It wasn't in New York.
It wasn't in New York.
In
no, but it was. They were New Yorkers that opened a New York delicatessen. And that was one of the only places, or the first places I ever had Martinelli's in the glass.
Ooh, the glass
jar, the glass bottle that looked like an apple. Yeah, shaped like an apple. And holy shit, was that like? I was like, this is the best tasting apple juice I've ever. It's so good.
Yeah.
It really is like a little bit unto itself.
That was a treat as a kid. Yeah, absolutely. That was something else.
It was way different. It blew the socks off of Donald Duck frozen concentrated.
Orange juice or apple juice. Yeah.
Oh, they had all the juices were frozen. Minute Maid. All right. Well, let's clean up.
Do you think pear cider will work the same?
I think it would. Pear cider might be a little bit drier.
That could work.
But I think that could be really good with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, if you're going pear cider and going to go with Sambuca or absinthe, though, I definitely add a little bit of syrup, Demerara, or something a little more rich to it. Here, please, after you. Want to get a quick wipe in? Very nice. I know we haven't done this yet, so we didn't even have we don't have like a rinse jar or anything. Bree was hooking us up. Thank goodness we only had 2 cocktails. But we'll get better at this. Alright, you hear that, Lucif? We're going to get better at this.
Oh, is that another one of the...
Say bye, Lucif.
Bye, Lucif.
Is that another one of the words she takes a shot?
Right. Get better at this?
We're going to get better at this.
Possibly.
Oh my god, if that were the case.
Technical difficulties. Take a shot.
Yeah,
how many times would Bree have to stop during sex to take a shot? I swear I'm going to get better at this. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. We just went somewhere, people. Good thing we're not taking shots over here.
I couldn't help it. It was kind of like T-ball. It was right there. I was like, yeah. I got to swing at that one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you on that, Loriander. Oleo saccharum with orange peel? Or out of orange peel? That would be awesome. Love it, Lucif.
Oh my god.
We'll miss you. Happy New Year. Meniscus. Man, I can't wait for Lucif to see the new shirts.
I know.
Hang out. We'll be getting some swag out there. It'll be fun. Mm-hmm. More than just hats, right? John, what do you want? What are you gonna put your patch on before we get anything more than this?
Oh, backpack maybe?
Yeah, that's where Bree's got hers.
Classic patch location.
Yeah.
I ordered some beanies. We're gonna see how that works out.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can sew some on some beanies or iron them on and then sew them. I think they need to be sewn, just a couple of stitches to hold them in there. But
maybe a hat. I have a plain hat like that. Maybe.
Huh? You never know. The possibilities are endless at this point. It's been fun just to see it. A business card now, man. Anyway, cool. It's fun.
You just stick it on your children's forehead.
Perfect. What if I just put it on my kids' backpacks? They're like, hey, why is your kid
that takes it. He's like, Zoe, you should put one on your Girl Scout uniform. She's like, I don't think I'm allowed to.
I got the Thirsty Therapy badge. And one of the oldest scouting ladies was like, me too. Tell your dad to send another bottle. I got to get through next week.
All right, what are you making all next?
All right, we're gonna make the last but not least bubblies. We lost our agenda again. Did it go away for breed? Did it go away for a reason?
Did what go away?
Our little agenda.
The agenda went to the graveyard. It went to heaven. It went to heaven.
That's okay. Bye, agenda.
It's coming back. I just constantly have to open and reopen it.
Oh.
There you go.
Thanks.
Cool. So a underappreciated bubbly cocktail featuring rum.
Yeah, and John's least favorite spirit. Right,
Rum.
right? Rum.
We're celebrating my most favorite spirit.
Most
I
favorite.
definitely picked this drink for tonight.
I'm so glad you did. Here, do you want me to get that one out of the way? And we're going to do these ones.
Whoa. Hold up
Sorry.
there.
Getting a little too much stuck in my head about clearing the bar. So we got lime juice. We have our honey syrup. Get that out.
Loriander wants to join you in the stream, make a drink in real life, I think. IRL, I'm hoping.
This could be a rotating role.
We could travel. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to him.
Hell yeah. Can we come to you? For sure. No, let's totally. Especially if we're in the same spot, we could have you come in on the same style window that you had, John.
There's all kinds of options.
Yeah.
You mean like
Loriander,
a
let's make
dial-in
that
guest, you know?
Yeah.
Or like on a bar, if you guys were in like a bigger bar too.
Oh yeah. If you're coming to town
You could-
soon, maybe in a little while actually, but we might have to wait. Loriander, by the way, did you guys? Things okay over there? More lockdowns for you guys as well, or?
I heard. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like everything.
We haven't had like official government restrictions, but like my gym, canceled their holiday party. A couple restaurants saying around New Year's are like, no, people got sick over Christmas. We can't open at all. We just don't have the staff.
Right. 6 out of 5. Let's see, 4 out of the 6 staff members from one of the restaurants that we know of went home for Christmas and came back with COVID.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's a real thing.
It's kind of preemptive,
So
but
hope you're all okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, Loriander, it's all working out. So let's do, John, what kind of rum do you want to use for this?
Yeah. So I made. You suggested, actually, you nailed it. A bottle that we purchased previously for the stream, Ray and Nephew Overproof. I think we stick with that.
Okay. You
Because
tried it?
personally, I don't. I tested with Smith & Cross, one of my favorite. Just anytime rum, mix that, put it in everything. I make my whole daiquiri out of Smith & Cross, even though it's kind of funky and adventurous. And I thought it worked great. So I think Ray and Nephew will be nice too.
Okay. Awesome. I'm excited
Let's stick with that idea. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, Ray and Nephew's right behind you, so I'm going to let you grab it. It's right there with all the rums.
Rum shelf. I missed this.
Right. I'm trying to organize a little bit. And I think we have more than enough, right?
You're good. Yeah,
Okay.
only an ounce per drink.
Perfect. And then the only other thing that we're going to need, we got our honey, our lime. Let's get some bubbles out. And we're not going to use Prosecco tonight. We have a Blanc Noir. Let's go with that. Remember, everybody, this is always a fun one to talk about when we're talking about bubbles. But we always have the cage or carriage on every one of our bubblies is always going to be 6 full twists to undo it. 4, 5, 6. Before that cage is actually open. Remember, don't remove the cage. You're using that to actually grip, so you don't take anybody's eye out. So the cage is actually fitting in, right?
Whoa.
In your hands. He's pointing it right at me. He's coming right at me. Then that way you can actually catch it. We're never trying to actually make them explode. That's all we want. Nice little release of the gases there. All right, so let's start with, well, we're going to double these up. First off, let's grab our glasses.
Oh, glasses. Oh.
How many ounces do we have total?
Um,
We have
2.5.
3.5.
3.5.
We only have 3.5 ounces.
So it's like a small daiquiri.
Let's do these cute little glasses here.
Oh.
Loriander's
Do you
making
know
it
what?
with you.
Yeah, Loriander!
Wants to know. He has 50 rums. Which of my 50 rums should I use? Woof.
Whoa! Well, John, do you want to talk about the flavor profile? I need to do a quick rinse because these are a little dusty.
Yeah, go for it.
Bert, too.
Again, I loved Smith & Cross in this one. But I like funky flavors. Smith & Cross is great on its own. It's not a one-note rum like some rums are. You have to blend to get something interesting here. I think the original recipe called for gold rum, which is a very broad category. It can mean a lot of things. I think just something aged. Bacardi 8, El Dorado 5 would be great.
Specifically not spiced.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have flavors.
Not spiced. Probably not a white rum. Nothing too plain. I like funky, so that's why I really loved Smith & Cross just straight. And we're doing Ray and Nephew, so that's going to be a lot of funk.
All right, so I got these two for you. I'll polish these two up over here. And if you want, you can start combining in your shaker while I finish these, and then I'll do mine as well. So remember, John's going to double up for these. But for everybody else out there flying solo, you're just going to do a half ounce of lime, and then a half ounce of honey syrup.
You want me to get you?
Yeah, actually, would you? That'd be great, thank you. Dankeschön. Alright, got our glasses.
Ooh, do we have enough honey syrup?
Ooh, this one's getting
More funky than Smith.
I have some other syrup for me to finish it off in the last one. I need it.
Okay.
I'll use that other one if I have to. The one glass that looks like it has... I've been apparently grabbing the first three in front. And we got back to the fourth one. It was much dustier. So, 1 full ounce. And we'll top it off with our golden. Or not golden. Top it off with our turbinado.
Hey, Billy, move the Prosecco bottle.
Oh, even more funky than Smith & Cross. I don't know. You just need it to come through against the champagne and the juices. However funky you like.
I wouldn't go too much funkier because otherwise I don't think you're going to actually even taste your more than funky than Smith & Cross. Right?
I'm biased here because I really like funk.
Well, then do you think that if we added like that plantation, the VSO,
OFTD?
the OFTD, that it would be...
Oh, that'd be a crazy drink, actually.
Right.
That'd be really nice. Just 1 ounce of that.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Really?
But I'm crazy like that. I think
true.
again the original says gold rum, so maybe I don't think it calls for funk. It was probably supposed to be like an El Dorado 5 or Bacardi 8. I was saying.
That makes sense.
What's Havana 3? What's that?
Havana 3-year in one version.
Not
I don't
aged
know.
Cuban rum.
Yeah.
I think something aged would be good.
Yeah, I
Something
definitely think
mellow,
that.
caramely.
And then we're going 1 full ounce of rum. So I'll top me off to 2. Stole your jigger too. Sorry about that.
I forgive you.
Thanks.
Put this back.
Donka. Alright, so we gotta grab ice. We don't need ice for our glasses, but we need it to shake. That's sticking.
Love that Lorian is following along.
I know, that's awesome. 4 squares, St. Philip's, Barbados. I'm wondering if it's still that golden color or a little more rich, not less rich.
More ice.
Got a little bit more here. Just busting it out. little bit more even, so I'm gonna. No shame in my game. All right. So we got all this. We got our stuff. We got our bubbles ready. You ready to shake it? Get a good smack down.
Wait, mismatched.
Yeah, we do have.
Do you think it'll work though?
Oh, ready?
I'm good. I'm just checking.
Just gonna go a little bit further. Yours is gonna be a little bit higher. So when you go to crack it just a little bit closer to the rim. Ready?
I'm not worried about the cracking. I'm more worried about it
Spraying. Now would be about the time that you could stop for your single. If we're doing a double, so keep the shake going for another couple seconds. Alright, make sure you get a good crack. Smack it as soon as you can so it doesn't seal on there any harder. I set mine just like that and let it go. Right? And you know it's the good stuff when you can get your frost, your little snow. It is snowing now. Alright, so this one's going to be a strain through. Let's make this look prettier though. Let's double strain for both of us. There you are.
Well, you got 2 double strainers.
Several?
Fancy bar.
Can't ever run out, you know? Not only are we going to be able to do, get space for private parties, but taking this show on the road sometimes, we got to have all these goodies. The ransom party, I'm so glad we had all the backup equipment. It was so awesome having working there, too.
That was fun.
Alright, so just enough room for our 1.5 ounces of dry.
I don't know. Mine filled up. Maybe I had too little ice. It diluted a little bit more.
Oh, you know what it was? I had a little bit less syrup, and I just went with it. So if you want, we could even them out or just go with them. I think we'll be okay. Okay. But got to get a full 1.5 ounces. Here, I'll take that for you. I'm gonna tuck these in. Hide that away. All right, so 1.5 ounces is what we're doing.
Yes.
You think you're gonna be able to get it in there? And remember, sometimes you have that quick chemical reaction that's going to happen as soon as you're adding your bubbles to the metal jigger that you have. So if that happens, just go ahead and go all the way up to the top, knowing that your bubbles aren't going to actually be a full amount of liquid to the meniscus. Now, John, last but not least, are we going to do a peel with this? Oh, woo!
Mine's
You
too
popped
full.
that meniscus. Well done, sir. I got nothing.
Is that 2 shots?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But we can, here. No, I'm not wearing the apron tonight, but for full dilution, if I were at a bar, this is what I would do, and I could tell that I wasn't going to have the right ratio. I just do something that small, and then you have more than enough to get your full amount back into the glass. Here, I'm going to put it in there, because
Okay.
now, look at that. That should hit you right where you want to be. Oh,
Still
over.
That's why we have bar towels.
Got so excited. Could be worse, right? This is why we can't have nice things. How's it coming through on your end?
Say hi to Instagram.
Hi, Instagram. We're together in the same place. Holy shit.
It's the first time this has made sense. Otherwise, it was just like one-sided and weird.
Oh, you mean the Instagram?
Because I'm live.
Oh, I didn't know you were live. What's up,
Oh
everybody?
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What? Should have got you a... hopefully your arm doesn't get tired.
I'll be alright.
Are we going to put peel on the top of these? Do they need a garnish?
I don't think so.
Everything it has and needs to be? It's right here?
I mean, a peel wouldn't hurt, but I mean, I'm kind of thirsty, so.
Yeah, you and me both. I don't think it needs anything. All right, let's hand out our tasty drinks to our
Alright.
guests.
Oh, you're gonna have to put an arm down so you can receive a drink.
Yeah, hold on, everybody.
Got it, everybody?
I'm multitasking.
Alright. We'll,
My nails are prettier.
Oh, throw the towel at her. I'll grab another one. More towels. Bree, why do you think that came over the edge?
Because I'm trying to hold this.
Oh, I want her to say because of the meniscus. I thought I was the only one. Here, do you need a dry
Sorry.
towel?
be alright.
Otherwise, I'm the only guy saying
hit
meniscus.
that meniscus.
All right, John, you want to go down? Are we going to cheers these? Here, I'll meet you.
Okay.
Cheers, everybody.
That's meniscus.
Cheers.
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 I wish I could have stopped you right now. Now hold that thought, right? Wait, no. Mmm.
Okay, that's nice.
Wow, that's bright. It's got a little bit of depth to it, but it's not like.
Right. This is where I feel like this is a good version too. I think this Smith and Cross adds some more kind of caramelly, like refined, like, oh, I'm drinking a very refined, old-fashioned type drink, almost, flavor-wise. But that's fun too. That's, like you said, it's bright.
Yeah, it is. I can see exactly what you're talking. I almost like wanted to complete your sentence for you. When
It's
you
got
were
the right
saying
proof,
that. Yeah.
because there's only 1 ounce of spirit in the drink.
The funk comes through, and any other, like a white rum, an El Dorado, and a Bacardi would have been lost. You wouldn't even taste them. It tastes at that point like lime
Yeah.
and juice, or lime and Prosecco, right?
Yeah.
And this is a little bit more of a brute. This is from our friends at Ransom in Duck Pond as well. This is more of a brute style, so it's going to be a little bit more oaky. Were you using Prosecco when you tested it?
Yes.
So a little bit brighter and drier. And I see how that can really play, that rum would play even better off of that brighter, drier.
Yeah.
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 This is fun.
Yeah.
You like it?
That's delicious.
Now that it's now that I can, cheers.
Official.
Yeah.
Cheers. Ooh, that was a good cheers. Solid, like we've been doing it forever. Who knew? No one would know. No one would know that we haven't been standing right next to each other this whole time, right? Loriander, how did yours turn out? You happy with the flavors? And did you use Prosecco or a dry white or a brute style? You don't need it. Although more and more I'm having it, it wouldn't hurt if with a this brighter version. I don't think it would hurt to have a little spritz of lime, but with
Or I could just do a lime wheel, like no spritz.
You're right.
No oil, just for looks.
I wouldn't think it would hurt the flavor though. That's why.
Do you have any?
Lime oil.
I said lime wheel.
Wheel.
I do have wheel. I have a couple right here. You mean like dehydrated ones?
Oh, that I mean,
Yeah.
awesome.
I got
yeah.
these. I got these out actually for it, but then I was like, I wasn't sure if the flavor really would allow it to have.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, man.
Classy.
that's super classy right there. That's
Birds.
yeah.
Sweet wheels.
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 What's that from? Is that from something?
Waltz. Yeah, never mind. I don't know what I was. I don't really
I don't know
know.
what just happened.
I think it was a licorice because it can't be alcohol. I haven't had enough.
Oh my gosh, so much licorice.
Wait, which one? That one's yours. This one's mine. No, what I was thinking was Wessels. As soon as the way we were saying wheels, I thought of Chekhov, and he used to say vessels.
Wessels.
Old Star Trek. Sorry, y'all.
The ship has no wheels. It's
Wheels? No.
We have warp engines, not wheels.
Do you remember the one where they all went back and to save the whales?
Mm-hmm,
It was the first time I ever knew who D.H. Lawrence was.
Wait, wait.
The poet.
Okay, yes.
All because of this lady's, like, the lady who fell in love with Captain Kirk. All because of her. She like, started quoting this Whales Weep Not by D.H. Lawrence. It was the first time I ever started getting into poetry, just because of a fucking, like, because it was the farthest thing, I feel like, from poetic. It pulled me right back to poetry.
Yeah. Star Trek The Voyage Home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good on you, Star Trek.
Right? Really, they were just, like, floating around in a big tank half a good amount of the movie, like, yelling at some pretend whales that weren't really there.
Yeah, they probably green screened them in, huh? CG.
Did they even have that back
No.
then?
I think it was
Oh
from
my
the
god,
80s.
I was going to say, they probably just pushed a big gray piece of styrofoam across and like, there it is! There's your whale! He doesn't have a blowhole!
Whale on his stick. You should spray some water.
There's your blowhole. If they made it in Oregon, they would have blown up the whale. And then...
It's true.
I got nothing.
Real history. I also I didn't know
Look
that
it
until I didn't look it up. I didn't know that until I moved here.
Yeah,
last
they blew
week.
I don't
whale?
think you would unless you.
That's like
I didn't know
We
why.
didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? That they blew up a wet Loriander. What? You gonna come visit the spot where they blew up the whale in Oregon?
Google
Right
it.
on the Oregon coast?
You can watch the video. Of what happened.
in short, what was it? The 50s, 1950s?
I think it was the 70s.
70s?
Yeah.
Beach
70s,
beach
80s.
whale.
I think it was
in-
like the 30-year
Oh, you're right.
anniversary this year. It was like 91 or something like that.
Oh, more
It was
recent.
like an anniversary this year.
Tartar supposed to know what we're talking about. Yeah, beach whale,
Right, tartars.
dead whale, right?
Yeah.
Showed up on
Look
the
up
Oregon
whale.
coast,
I think it was like Cannon Beach.
Yeah.
and our solution.
It just kept rotting. They couldn't get it back out to shore or out to sea or anything. Just
No.
stinking up.
Yeah.
down.
Now this must happen all over the globe, right? Occasionally. What do you think their solution is like? I don't know, chop it up, carry it away. But our idea, our
Well,
idea
you
was-
want to do that? Yeah.
No one in Oregon wanted to do that. I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
Tartars post a video.
I'm not gonna be the one who picks up those chunks.
Yeah. Why don't we just make it disappear?
Right. Like magic.
Like magic. And
And it like went all over the town.
so,
It, like,
so
blew up.
Wait.
Oregon decided to use the magic of dynamite.
Yes.
It did not go well.
No. It did. It was refuse was all over the town. Carcass was like all. It spread for like a few miles.
My
It's just
imagination,
chunks
was
of
there like some sort of like,
meat.
were there like rat, was there some sort of other infestation because of a, I don't know, maybe I'm making that up. Maybe
Yeah.
I just like imagined the like,
They
Rats
immediately
coming to
turned
get
them
the
into the
bits.
Black Plague.
yeah.
Rats like suddenly there's a big like rat population that loves whale.
Well, it was already dead, so we couldn't save it. But
We
we didn't blow up alive.
Yeah, so they kept saying like it's making too much noise, and it's like crying, and like what do we do? And there wasn't a brick around big enough, so they said, "Fuck it, let's just blow it
No,
up."
it was dead.
Right? What was the other? Get a rock, Gerald. You didn't run it. It's still alive. It's laying right there. Sorry, my bad.
Man.
Gerald would take care of it if he had to.
I remember onlookers being kind of excited and enthralled upon this. I mean, who doesn't like explosions, pyrotechnics, whatnot?
Right.
But the guts of the whale like flew so high into the air and then started dropping, and even the onlookers, quite a distance away, realized something did not go well here, and they're running back to their cars, and guts are splashing on their cars in the parking lot, like that far away.
Rotten guts,
You know
too.
what?
It's not like...
It's not like SeaWorld sitting in the front row with the
Nope.
splash zone.
Right, yeah.
New meaning to
It's not
splash
like a
zone.
Gallagher friggin' show with watermelon. Like that's
Well, it's kind of a little bit of both, to be honest. It's like literally Gallagher meets SeaWorld.
Yeah,
Oh God!
it is a little bit.
It's the title of our next episode.
Gallagher meets SeaWorld. Welcome to Oregon, the gateway to the Pacific Northwest.
We people are
You ever
whales
seen
here.
anybody hit a whale with a hammer before? Sorry. Chunks of flesh.
Ah, jeez.
Oh my
Happy
god,
New
a
Year,
quarter of a
everyone.
mile away. That's amazing. Yeah. All right, well, see?
Yeah.
If we do it, we go big.
Who doesn't like a pyrotechnics show? I don't know what you were signing
Whale
up for.
viscera all over.
Yeah, it's not. This is not what I signed
I
up
feel like
for.
eating is the responsible thing to do, I think, at that point. But
Yeah. I'm
might
with
have
you
been
on
too
that.
long, though.
Yeah, maybe we don't seek out whales to eat them, but this unfortunate whale, like, what do you do?
Yeah, let's put it to good use, like any good human should do, right? Well, and think about the fact that like how many people that are still alive on around the globe that actually still use whale as part of their diet, and also because chemically they need to. I always found that like to be fascinating about the enzymes of certain people with like certain native peoples having like the whale actually provides them enzymes that they don't normally get, that ones we actually don't need. And I think that there's like, just like everything else, we make these really hard calls like I'd never do that, or you know, better yet, that it was better that whale would get eaten and put to good use than right, than just sitting on shore. Oh, nice to see you, Uni Ebby. Than sitting on shore just rotting. Thanks. Did you notice this? No screen.
I do look great. Oh, the bar looks great. Oh.
And John
This
too.
is really good. I'll take another of these.
Yeah, we'll totally do another round. We got enough for sure. We're gonna celebrate.
Maybe you want to switch up the rum? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
or
want to
as
try
a-
different.
I definitely want to do Smith and Cross.
I would go full Smith and Cross.
Yeah.
Like that. That's fun to try.
What do you? Are we going to be able to show everybody before we sign off here in a little bit? Are we going to be able to show everybody the animation
I
that
have it.
Tate put through?
Yeah, say goodbye to Instagram.
Okay. Bye, Instagram. Thanks for joining us.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Happy New
Year. Oh yeah, it's New Year's. I almost forgot.
Okay.
Just
I'm
knew it
so
was
excited
Tuesday.
about whales.
I know, right?
John, maybe you can do it. So I have it. I just don't know what I add it as.
We'll be right back.
So I have it as a,
Here,
I have
I'll
it
grab
as a
that.
GIF, and I have it as a
Adding source image.
Get these out of the
even if it's not an
way.
image.
So, everybody, I'm going to cue this up.
GIF
Since
or
this is a family affair and we've already said it, who would have thought that
Let me do that one.
as we were just pulling this together a year ago for our first New Year's show, that by the end of this year I was going to have a company of my own and starting my own company and having the family and everybody join in. Pre's helping out. Tate is creating his own, has created his own animation to help us count down, do a virtual countdown. Even though for Loriander you've already passed midnight, those of us here on the west coast of the U.S., we haven't quite passed midnight yet. But he did it specifically for Thirsty Therapy and put in a lot of hard work. So I'm very excited to share it with all of you. And you see everything that we're putting our heart into. It's really fun. And it's amazing to be able to bring all of us together, talk about some real things, make some cool cocktails and mocktails. And I mean, more than anything, we want to have this be an inviting space for all of us to be able to show up and see each other and have some sort of interaction. 5 a.m. Loriander. Why am I stranded on the beach? Loriander, those are so the intelligent ways of handling beached whales.
What?
I wonder what that's like. Ever wonder what that's like? Living in a place that has like Y'all just like, I don't want to do that. That's dumb.
Here?
Like, you know, like here, we're like, I don't want to do that. That's dumb. Let's blow it up instead. Like they're like, let's what if maybe there's a way. Yeah, just wait, Uniebi. I'm so excited. I knew you would be too.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, 5 a.m. You've already passed, Loriander. Thank you again for being here. It's rad to have you show up for all of these
Yeah,
streams.
I'll put it on Instagram. Alright, I'm gonna try.
Especially
We're
with the
gonna try
night
and play
off. Okay, here we go.
It's gonna be where John usually is. We'll see
Woo!
what actually plays.
Okay, dropping hot.
Does not seem
No,
to
it's not
be
gonna
moving.
play.
It's just.
Dang it!
No, what's up?
Wait, is it actually playing?
Oh,
Is it frozen?
Actually, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna
That
put it on
dope
Instagram.
animation.
We'll put it on Instagram so everybody can see it.
I'll put it up right now.
Who
Yeah.
knew OBS wouldn't do a GIF?
That's
the
weird. We found the
most
link.
exchanged image on the internet. OBS is like, nah, son, we don't do that.
Mm-mm.
In the chat.
Pick something else.
I don't have a link to it, but I can. Let me see if I can upload it somewhere that we can share like color.
All right, we're gonna post a Happy New Year on Instagram. Check that out. Yeah. What else are we doing here?
Well, we're pretty much done with our drinks. We're wishing Uni Ebby the
Oh my
best and happy. I know, right?
We're on time.
We are on time. And we were teasing that we might end up finishing early the way our pace was at the beginning. So, look at that. Like, we're like spot on for time.
What should we do with the remaining
60 seconds?
20
Not even.
seconds?
Yeah.
Where did I go?
Happy New Year,
Happy
everybody.
New Year.
Should all the acquaintance... No, just kidding. No, I mean, really, it's nobody's New Year right now. Loriander's 5 hours past it. But we're so glad that you joined us for your pre-gaming. If you're going out tonight, be safe. Yeah, try and be as safe as you can with everything else. If not, just hunker down. We're almost through this. We're going to be here for you in the next few weeks. We'll do another stream. Join us then. Hopefully we can see you out at an event coming up here pretty quick.
Right.
There it is.
They should be able to see it from there, and I'll also put it on Instagram.
Okay. Check it out. He worked really hard on it. And yeah, I'm really proud of him. He's been creating, he's a fantastic artist. And it's cool to have him creating stuff to help out the family. John, do you have any sign off that you want to tell anybody?
Oh, you captured it. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Ooh,
Oh, there we go. We got some fireworks going.
All right.
All right. Bye, y'all.
See you soon.
We'll see you next year.